Hello, everyone. Craig here with some very exciting news. Disney has announced that the phased reopening of Disney Springs will begin on May 20th. Disney Parks blog said, following the guidance of government and health officials, a limited number of shopping and dining experiences that are owned by third-party operating participants will begin to open during this initial phase. The rest of Walt Disney World Resort will remain closed, including theme parks and resort hotels. So, this is very exciting news. Again, theme parks and the hotels will not be reopening in this initial phase. They are closed. This only applies to Disney Springs. And on top of that, it's only third party operating participants in terms of the restaurants and shopping. So, you will not be going to shop at World of Disney. This applies to the third parties, the companies that come in and operate inside Disney Springs. So, like grabbing a bite at Chicken Guy or Maria and Enzo's Planet Hollywood, Blaze, that's what would fall into this initial phase of reopening. So don't show up expecting everything to be just back to normal. It's not going to be like that. Disney Parks blog continues to say, as we continue to monitor conditions and with the health of guests and Disney cast members at the forefront of our planning, we are making several operational changes. Disney Springs will begin to reopen in a way that incorporates enhanced safety measures, including increased cleaning procedures, the use of appropriate face coverings by both cast members and guests, limited contact guest services, and additional safety training for cast members. Since this announcement, our friend and CNN reporter Natasha Chen has confirmed with Disney that face masks will be required for both guests and cast members. I know in the article it did mention face coverings for guests and cast members, but nowhere did it say required. But we now have confirmation on that it will be required, and that's just a great thing overall for the health and safety of both the guests and cast members. Disney also goes on to say, during the initial opening phase, Disney Springs will have limitations on capacity, parking, and operating hours. Given this unprecedented situation, we appreciate everyone's patience and understanding as we navigate through this process as responsibly as we can. Additional protocols and procedures may be announced closer to the opening date. None of this really comes as a big surprise, at least in terms of the operating hours and capacity. I don't think anyone would expect Disney Springs to stay open nearly as late as it was prior to its closure. And then in terms of capacity, it does have to follow the Florida regulations in terms of capacities for restaurants and shopping. And like with restaurants being 25% indoor capacity right now during this first phase, Disney Springs would have to adhere to those rules too. And of course, that could change by the time May 20th rolls around and these restaurants start to open up. But it's good to keep in mind that there will be limited capacity in both the restaurants and then the shopping locations that do open up. So we'll have to see how Disney handles these areas if they do end up filling to the capacity that they allow at the very least. And the next thing that we really do need to know is what's actually going to be opening up during this initial phase. Nothing has been announced, at least as of the time of recording this, to what will open in terms of those restaurants and shopping experiences. And hopefully we'll know soon. Again, they're only going to be the third-party participant, but it's still exciting nonetheless. As soon as we get a list, we will make sure to put that out there for you, along with any other important information that Disney announces in terms of this reopening of Disney Springs. So before I go, I just want to ask you a question out there. Are you excited to get back to Disney Springs? Will you go during this initial phase? What are you most looking forward to eat once it does reopen? Please let us know in those comments below, and also make sure that you do subscribe, hit that bell button so you get notified when we have new videos released, and then of course also hit that thumbs up button too. So I hope you enjoyed this information, and we'll be back with you again very soon with more information about the reopening of Disney Springs on May 20th. Have a great day.